Way down, way down. Way down, now, way. Go down, now, way down, now, way. Go down in the river. On the way down low. On the Adam Friedland Show. Adam Friedland Show. We're gonna hire a older black.
Yeah, if anyone knows a Delta Blues,
if you know like
man,
a Delta Blues black guy,
yeah,
to do that,
like an 140-year-old man.
I wanted to hire one first as a surprise.
Yeah,
but I thought I'd give it a shot.
And if he can double as a pit master as well,
I thought I'm always looking for like what new hidden talent do I have?
Yeah. Do you think blues scatting is one of your talents?
I tried it. I don't think I got it. I don't think I have it, honestly.
No, I mean you could try it again. Let's do a take two. Let's do a take two. Try it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Right away, I'm gonna well. I'm gonna work all day. I'm riding down the bars at the lunch break. Take my lunch break. Take too long on the lunch break, and then send me home on the Adam Friedland Show. Adam Friedland Show. Adam Friedland Show.
I think you fucking nailed it.
Yeah, I don't know, something like that.
I thought it was pretty good.
You never know. I'm like, I'm always, and throughout my life, especially when I was a little kid, I would be like, I'm going to be good at, try
be good at
new.
singing?
Well, anything. You try it and you're like, maybe I'm good at this. And you're always dog shit.
I've done karaoke with you. You're not a bad singer.
Yeah, but anything in my life, literally, I feel like I'm like there's like a base level of skill everyone has going into everything. Like anything I try,
right? I'm
always like operating 10-15% lower than like normal.
From the jump.
Yeah, like you play darts for the first time, and maybe it's like you're hitting the wall or something. I'm stabbing myself in the eye. But going in, I'm like, I'm going to be the James Bond of darts.
Yeah, I'm going to be badass.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen clips of professional dart players?
I love it.
They talk so much shit.
They talk so much shit, and they're all different races.
Yeah, I love
they're
it.
different, like European.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like darts were the kind of conflict that we'd have leading into like imperial wars.
Yeah.
That was like the vibe in Europe.
Yeah, it replaced duels.
Yeah, so if you know a Delta Blues guy, also welcome to the Adam Friedland Show. This is test episode 02.
A Bagger Vance, perhaps.
We're not
maybe a ghost.
We're not going to be able to do the real show until
we have the studio set up.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. We're going to do a test shoot at your friend's thing.
Yeah.
Next week.
We
got to go get a couple of suits. I got to wait to get my keyboard in there.
I have a suit.
Yeah.
Do you have a suit?
I got a suit, but it's not funny enough.
Yeah, we got to go suit shopping.
We're going to that the Steve Harvey shop on 5th Avenue.
We have to go there.
That place that sells like hot dogs and 9-button suits.
Or the place in Penn Station for the professional business
Tycoon,
of
course.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a couple ideas. So how the show's going to be structured is we're just gonna go. The music will play, the old black will sing.
Mm-hmm. We'll have him in studio maybe one time too. Yeah. As the in studio band.
Or I'll just get better at singing.
Maybe you can get better at singing.
And then I'll riff it every time.
Yeah.
The Adam Friedland Show.
Oh, that could be like a thing. People are like looking forward to like what Nick's new riff is going to be this week.
Follow my journey into getting better at singing.
Yeah.
Because that's the real problem is I never stick with anything. I give up.
You got to access generational pain, I think. That's what you need for the blues. You need to access the potato farmers who are getting kicked in the face off the boat and sent to the Civil War.
That's what they were doing to black people? That made them
That's what they were doing. That's how black people well, actually, the Irish invented the blues. And then the blacks took it from them, like anything else. Basketball, for instance.
It must have sucked to have been on like a slave ship to, I don't know how I don't know the history of America, but imagine like you're on the slave ship that's about to get to America and the Civil War happens and they're like, oh, there's no more slavery. And then they're like, well, I guess we'll just take you back to Africa. You just have to go back to
4
Africa.
months on the boat.
They just put you back in the jungle, and you're like, "What the fuck was that?
That sucked.
What the fuck was that?"
I was getting whipped for,
and then
for
you
8
don't,
months
you don't
on
come
a
up
boat.
with like music. Nobody believes you.
Yeah, it's true.
They're like, I was on the last boat, and they sent us they like returned us. They like
Yeah.
kept the receipt and brought us back here. And they're like, no, you're lying.
Yeah.
Your grandpa's lying.
You
Dude.
made it out. You ran out on your family.
That's it. He's just a Nigerian businessman now.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, he can't be the.
Now he's running scams
He
on
can't be the
Facebook.
house band on the Adam Friedland Show.
He didn't even get to learn how to dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get that guy, and you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe we'll do like my journey into being the. I'll be the black guy.
You will be. Yeah.
Adam Friedland Show.
The magical, the magical ghost, the bagger Vance.
Maybe I'll do like a Michael Jackson thing.
The
instead.
he. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
Adam Friedland Show.
Yeah, we gotta have a falsetto version. Won't we? Yeah.
Like a Curtis Mayfield.
Ooh, I'm your
So
pusher,
redo
man.
it, yeah.
I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that in the alley. Want some coke, want some weed. Dude,
It's
that's
the Adam
so
Friedland
badass.
Show.
Yeah. Now, if we could get a Delta Blues guy, that would be perfect. In
If
fact,
anyone
I'm
knows.
mad I already kind of blew it by,
Mm-hmm.
but I had to give it a shot.
Yeah.
You always got to go for it. So the way the show's going to work,
This is a professional show now. We're putting
Yes.
effort in the show
the
now.
test show, again, it's like we want to bring you guys in on the process. We debated, but Adam was like, let's just take weeks off. We don't want to, let's
Mhm.
just wait. And it's like, no, you
Yeah.
gotta, life is not, because life is about, you got deadlines.
I wanted to go on a vacation.
We knew this was coming,
Mhm.
but you already have a vacation. The thing is, your vacation is from Tuesday to Sunday every week.
No, it's not.
And it has been for the
No,
last
it's
6
not.
years.
No, it's not. I work incredibly hard. I never run a business.
Yeah.
I just don't talk about
Well,
it on
I'll
the
tell
show.
you. I'll tell you what. If we get the Adam Friedland Show going, we get a studio, we get video going, we're putting out stuff. There's a little bit more effort. Then maybe we start taking weeks off at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I had tickets booked to the Greek Isle of Lesbos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I heard that that's where they invented eating pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So each episode is going to have a topic because that's what people like. They like it when there's if you have a show that meanders and goes all over the place, they say, "What is this? Just a couple guys having a conversation? Who the hell wants to listen to that?"
No. Yeah, that's what held us back with CumTown.
What makes television good
Mhm.
is that a bunch of people get paid a lot of money to come up with the same idea over
Right,
and over
right.
again and produce stuff that no one watches.
Just for a different channel.
for a different channel. And that's what we're trying to get with the Adam Friedland Show.
Right.
So we need suits. We need 3 cameras.
Mhm.
And like any good show, we start off at the top of the show with Adam introducing the topic. Today's test episode, we decided topic is going to be...
Are the kids all right?
Are the kids all right?
Yeah.
So go ahead, Adam.
They've spent the last 2 years masked.
You got to sell this, dude. 2 cameras. So
No, I'm doing this like an NPR kind of voice.
I know, but no,
Yeah.
you're not. No NPR. You're going to be reading this 2 camera. We'll have prompter.
Yeah.
So you got to, you know...
We got to get a big
You got
monitor.
to seem like you care. Pretend you're smoking
No.
a cigarette. You're Morton Downey Jr.
They've spent the last 2 years masked,
You're
learning
a
the
40s guy.
Okay.
Which
No,
is
I'm
Morton
doing more
Downey
40s
Jr.
guy.
is a 40s guy.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a 40s guy who somehow lived in the 80s.
Yeah,
And
he
now-
smokes
and
stoves into the 80s.
He's convinced himself he's not going to get lung cancer, even though he has a melanoma on his eyeball.
Yeah, and he gets mad about people disrespecting the flag.
Yeah. So that you go.
They've spent the last
Action.
They spent the last 2 years masked.
These are children in America.
I'm talking about the kids. Yeah, they've spent the last 2 years masked, learning to socialize over Zoom. For some of these kids, this was all they knew, and for most of them, the pandemic was, relatively speaking, such a massive fraction of their lives that most adults can't begin to comprehend the impact. For what is 2 years of a 35? Sorry, I fucked up the monologue.
This isn't the monologue. This is just you introducing the topic.
Oh, okay.
So you can. There's no jokes in here. This
Okay.
is just you.
All right.
This was. I thought you were going to read through it and then give me a general idea.
Okay.
There's typos.
For what
and
is
stuff.
2 years to a 35-year-old? It flies by. Just a couple of podcasts and about $40,000 worth of cocaine. For a child, that amounts to a quarter to a half of their entire lives. And if they're black, 75% of their lives, statistically. I misread. I should have read this through once before.
Yeah, that's why I said you read through it. We said all this and we said this to each other.
We said it to each other. I just forgot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay. And if they're black, 75% of their lives, statistically speaking, not racistly, just statistical. Suicide rates amongst teens are through the roof. And a lot of these kids don't know how even have a roof to live under anymore because they've all been blown off by the new climate change tornadoes that are worse. They're more worse than the old kind of tornado. That would just take kids on a magical journey. Well, I tell you what, we're not in Kansas anymore, folks. And those kids fucked up grotesque dwarves that we see around you, those aren't munchkins. Those are America's children. Today on the Adam Friedland Show, we posit the question and answer it. Are the kids all right? I thought it was a little herky jerky.
It was.
It was my read. The copy was great. Your copy was great.
No, the copy's fucked up for sure.
No, but I like the thing.
And I got lazy. Well,
I tell you what.
I should have written it for prompter.
Yeah.
It should have all been in caps.
Yeah, it's a
we
little bit
should have gone
small.
line by line.
Yeah.
And I should have not
You
left it on
holding.
you to read through it on the. So that's on me. That's
no,
not on
it's
you.
fine. It's fine. It should have been on me.
I'm lazy. Look, I'm coming off of an illness that I'm not allowed to mention due to YouTube's community guidelines. Which even if I don't say anything wrong about it, apparently my voice is now that triggers the algorithm.
I think you said a couple things that were wrong.
I didn't say anything wrong about it.
I think you said a couple things about the now unsaid
I think the
virus.
computers have learned my voice in particular, and when they hear that word, content goes bye-bye, folks. I think that's just how it goes. So
okay.
let's just say I'm still getting cold sweats, and let's call it cat scratch fever.
Yeah.
Let's say I got cat scratch fever, and the cat in this instance is President Xi.
Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to mention anything that would get us taken down.
The read was good. Like I said, there's no jokes in here. Some of these...
No, but that's not the joke. That's the introduction.
That's the introduction. So the key points you want to take... The kids, are they okay?
Are the kids all right?
Because everybody wants to know that, especially people without children.
Yeah, it's true.
And who should be answering that question is gay as entertainers. is childless entertainers.
Yes, yeah. I don't know why you said gay. But...
I was thinking broad demographic strokes here.
Yeah, it's true.
Broad strokes. That's what you want to do.
We fit into that demo. Yeah.
Look, you produce a TV show, you got to think, how can I get my bottom dollar's worth? Broad strokes. Yeah. You know, how do we reach America, the real America that I've never been to because I grew up in Livingston, New Jersey, and then immediately moved to Hollywood after 4 years at Emerson.
Yeah, that's right.
And I've never met a single person. I don't even know what Wyoming is.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
You're what I would call an everyman.
I'm an everyman.
Yeah.
And I know how to speak to these people.
Okay.
And so, what were we saying here? Yeah, so again...
So now we go to monologue, right?
Okay, well, you missed the line. There's an important transition. We got to work on...
Okay.
You say, but first, the news of the world.
Oh, yeah. But first, the news.
Of the world.
Of the world.
It's in there. Doesn't that line?
No, it doesn't say that.
I'm
but
sorry.
I should have known to say that.
But first...
Listen, folks, this is a test episode again.
Yeah. First, the news of the... Say, give me a...
But first... The news of the world.
And it's the news sound, the Morse code, and then we're going to get more music. Yeah, here comes the news. We got the news on Adam Friedland
we gotta get
Show.
him for all this.
It's the part with the monologue jokes.
Yeah, we're going to monologue.
We're going to monologue jokes before we go over to the couch. We're going to go over to the couch and bring out the first guest. But first, monologue jokes on the Adam Friedland Show.
All right. Folks, Finland and Sweden are set to join NATO, contributing 1,000 armored vehicles, 150 fighter jets to NATO's combined forces. So as long as you're able to assemble them for yourself at home, with nothing more than a confusing
Try that
card.
one again.
Okay,
You got to read it through first.
all right. Finland and Sweden are set to join NATO, contributing 1,000 armored vehicles and 150 fighter jets to NATO's combined forces. So as long as you're able to assemble
Let me. I'll give it to me. Give me the paper.
Yeah. You want to do it?
Just this one. And you know what? Again, it's my fault. Finland and Sweden are set to join NATO, contributing 1,000 armed vehicles and 150 fighter jets to NATO's combined forces, just so long as you're able to assemble them yourself at home, with nothing more than some confusing cartoons and a dollop of wood glue.
That's pretty good.
You were leading the joke, and do you see? What
I should have stopped before the IKEA part.
The IKEA part is the joke. Yeah,
that because there was a comma there.
Okay,
and I thought it was part of the same sentence.
Yeah, sorry. I mean,
it's my fault.
We both wrote these in the room together.
It's my fault. No. Yeah, I should.
We got to hire a writer's assistant to clear this up, because you know me, I'm not the best communicator.
No, we need a woman.
You need somebody cleaning this up, because I'm not a communicator.
Okay. All right. Let me take a crack at the second one.
You know, I run a tight ship. I keep people positive.
No, you communicate to thousands of people every week who know and love you.
So just try that again, and just try reading it the way I said it. And let's just go ahead and. News, podcast, news, monologue jokes. Okay, go.
Finland and Sweden are set to join NATO, contributing 1,000 armored vehicles and 150 fighter jets to NATO's combined forces. So as long as you're able to assemble them for yourself at home, with nothing more than some confusing cartoons and a dollop of wood glue.
Just so long as, you know...
Just so long,
maybe
just so long.
Yeah. Because you're saying
so long.
So, and if you can do that...
just so long.
You're saying in a way where you think the punchline's coming after.
Yeah.
You know?
Finland and Sweden are set to join NATO, contributing 1,000 armored vehicles and 150 fighter jets to NATO's combined forces. Just so long as you're able to assemble them yourself at home with nothing more than some confusing cartoons and a dollop of wood glue.
Yeah, and Ian's going to be the audience.
Yeah, we're going to pay him $0 also. Yeah. We'll cut to him twice.
Well, you
good.
Don't pay the audience
exposed,
you don't pay the audience at a comedy show.
No, they have to line up at 8 a.m. Yeah, for 12 hours.
They get to meet Craig Kilborn.
Yeah,
that's your payment.
And then we have a warm-up comic.
Yeah. All right, back to the monologue.
Okay,
and try maybe just give these a read through. You know, because we gotta. I know it's a test show, but I want to at least get a glimpse. Of our.
I got this.
Future.
I got the second one. I got it.
We're
in
this together.
I got this in the bag.
We're all in this together.
All right,
we're all behind you. You're the star of the show.
I won't let you down. I think we're both kind of the star, but okay. I won't.
One, action.
Sorry. Mark Zuckerberg is turning up the heat at Facebook, trying to push out employees ahead of the recession. What Zuckerberg should really be trying to push out, however, is his wife's penis from his ass.
It's pretty good.
Fuck that rules.
Okay, all right. So it's the first show. Now you're building confidence with the audience. They were like, "What the fuck is it?" Of the first top, they're like, "I don't know if this Adam guy can do this."
No, I know.
The second one, they're like,
"That's why it's a test video."
Facebook, that's relatable. All of us use it.
Okay.
The key target demo for this show, age 7 to 98.
Yeah. This next joke is pretty good.
For a broad spectrum.
No, this is for the everyman.
We're getting everyman.
Whether you went to Emerson or grew up in Bergen County, New Jersey.
From Livingston, New Jersey, you're a 7-year-old Inuit. We got a show for you. Facebook, we're coming after you.
Okay.
Next joke.
A massive brawl broke out during a performance of the hit song Take It Easy by the Eagles at a concert this week in London. Investigators are still trying to figure out what started the fight, with some suggesting it might have been a matter of miscommunication. Take it easy is a popular British expression, but over there it means suck my dick faggot.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah, that's
yeah. We should get a little clap.
It does
audience.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude!
It does mean that in England.
It does.
And in case the censors over at YouTube are upset about that, faggot meaning cigarettes.
Yeah.
Suck my dick cigarettes.
Well, we're doing like I said, broad appeal. So
broad appeal.
That we better get our British friends over the pond.
We need to get them on board.
For
sure.
There's nobody more.
Here's the thing:
there's nobody more middle American than a working class British guy.
That's true. That's facts. A guy that lives in Blackpool.
Onslow is basically America incarnate.
He's more American than me.
There's no American that's actually like Onslow. You know. The guys that think they're like Onslow are like, they work for like a tractor supply company and they make $250,000 a year.
Right, yeah. They're
and they
small business owners.
Right,
they got
exactly.
a PPP loan. They're not paying back.
Onslow is
well, England is kind of just us a little after we lose the empire, right?
And some of them are wizards.
And some of them know magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This is also a Wiccan socialist show as well. It's
it's right wing. It's conservative. All right, this next joke is pretty good. Should I do the next joke?
Yeah, let's go. Monologue.
Next
baby.
one of the monologue.
Yeah.
A gas leak killed 25 youths in a tavern. A gas leak killed 21 youths in a tavern in South Africa. When asked for comment, the bar owner said, "Good day, mate. I didn't know that would happen."
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't know if they said that in
He
South
said,
Africa.
I
don't know what happened. Yeah,
oh,
that's
you're
better.
right.
I messed up.
It's Australia.
It's
right.
Australia.
Fuck yeah, dude. That rules.
I was excited about that one. I thought that one was going to be our pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
A 24-year-old Midwestern transplant to NYC has been fired from his tech job after criticizing bodegas, setting the record for worst white male visitor to New York City since Dominic Strauss-Kahn. Since Dominic Strauss-Kahn, the disgraced former head of the World Bank who raped a hotel maid in 2011.
Fuck yeah, dude. That rules.
We're going to just imagine live show now.
Yeah.
You're under the lights,
Yeah.
but now the flop sweat is turning into the like Gatorade like
I know what you're
beads
saying.
of an athlete.
I know what you're
now
saying.
you're performing.
Now I'm pushing.
Now you're an artist.
Now I'm kind
Now
of-
you're up there. You deserve to be up there. It doesn't
This
matter.
is Jordan's flu game.
How many fucking
Yeah.
How many? Yeah, exactly. How many?
I feel like I'm already getting into the monologue as we're going along.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up that Finland Sweden thing.
That's
but
okay. You can take that again at the end if you feel like
We
it.
can try it.
Yeah.
I think the end is a doozy. I think.
All right, we'll keep going.
All right. Delta passengers this week were offered $10,000 each to get off an overbooked flight. The ensuing stampede after the offer on flight. The ensuing stampede after the offer of the flight, which was going to Israel, resulted in the deaths of yet another 6 million.
Fuck yeah, dude. That rules.
Yeah, that was kind of an anti-Semitic.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's not anti-Semitic. I don't know. How's it anti-Semitic?
It really
acknowledges the Holocaust.
And I don't know if you could have 6 million people on a plane. I don't know if that'd be possible. I don't know if 6 million Jews live in Israel.
I think it's the exact same number, which I always found kind of suspicious.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's like what, they only got 6 million of these folks?
Yeah,
Anywhere they go, there's 6 million of them.
yeah, 6 million in New York. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Okay. A giant, dangerous African snail in Florida has sparked a quarantine that Florida will actually abide by. You hear
Wow.
that, YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
This marks the second time in 4 years that a boneless slug with a thin shell has taken over the state. At least this one's from Africa. So it's... I didn't see this part. So its bad manners aren't his fault. Nick, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I don't know. Is that what Africans are known for, having bad manners?
I don't know. We hired Kurt Metzger last minute to write some of these. No, I'm kidding. Kurt didn't write it.
Okay.
We got the crew in here. Frankie Simowitz. We got Josh Ruben Steinberg. We got Boris Schmoo.
We have, of course, our old friend Deborah Jewish.
The Sweater Boys.
The
Sweater Boys.
We got the sweater.
Who've recently gotten married to the same woman that's in an open relationship with both of them.
Yeah, it's
She
true.
fucks other guys.
They share a husband.
They share a wife.
They share a wife.
They
Yeah.
share a wife, but she's still in an open relationship.
She's still fucking
The Sweater Boys.
The Sweater Boys. They're identical twins. They're a hell of a writer.
The Sweater Boys.
They're a force in the writer's room.
Fucking just monsters, dude.
They're monsters.
Mark and David Sweater. You should have seen him just blast out that line about the African snail.
The bad manners.
Oh,
yeah.
man. It's crazy. It was like watching Mozart.
Yeah, it's true. You
was
should
like
see
watching-
how they work in that damn writer's
It was
room.
watching Mozart with a 47-inch waist and a shoulder span of 12 and a half inches.
No mistakes. No mistakes. No mistakes. Okay. The inventor of cell phones has come out to say, put down your devices and get a life. Martin Cooper, 92 years old, likely hasn't had sex in years due to his advanced age and is certainly not getting any pussy pics in the DM. That's true. So take that.
I thought there was more written there.
I think that's all we had on that. We kind of threw that one.
Yeah.
We
I
were
think the
kinda
rest.
pressed for time.
I think we thought the didgeridoo one was strong enough that we were going.
I don't know what happened.
I thought we were going to cruise off that one.
Yeah, that was
Because truth
The
be
bar
told,
owner
truth be
said-
told, it's just a test show. I know people are going to call me out for stealing that one from All That, which is true. That is a Lori Beth Denberg joke.
Was it?
We did steal that one from Lori Beth, but
Listen,
we'd like to. This is sort of like it's more of an homage and sort of
It's an homage.
an ask.
It's
Lori
a
Beth,
cover.
we'd like you to join the writers' rooms. I know the Sweater Brothers and you had
There was a
difficult-
history.
There's a Me Too there, but
I think that they raped.
I think the Sweater Brothers raped Lori. I think if
see them in the writers' room.
you got it, Lori.
Listen,
Lori, I'm telling you,
uncancelable. These guys, you got to come back. You got to
Lori,
make peace.
you got to come back, Lori.
You got to make peace. Because listen, their wife is out there fucking every guy she sees,
Yeah.
even nerds.
Yeah. You got to yabba dabba do what's best for the show.
That's right. All right. Pro-choice demonstrators demonstrated outside Amy Coney Barrett's home in Virginia, chanting and waving signs. The demonstrators begged the question, is this too far? Is it outside the scope of acceptable civil disobedience to protest outside of the home of the husband of some dumb bitch that fucked her way onto the Supreme Court? What happened to civility?
Fuck yeah,
That's pretty good.
dude! Rules!
All right.
Yeah. What about the husband? That's a good question.
What about the
What
husband?
about the husband? Did he give his permission? A glamorous Australian horse heiress has been. That's a thing? She's from a family that breeds horses. A glamorous Australian horse heiress has been charged with having sex with a 14-year-old boy 4 times in a single day. When asked for comment, she said, "Top of the morning, governor. I cheery only sucked his dick."
Fuck yeah, dude! That rules!
Again, we thought that would be a fun callback to the
the
didgeridoo.
don't know.
But,
Yeah. No, I thought it was pretty funny.
yeah, it's all right.
All right, I don't want to say the last one.
Just get through it.
Nick, I don't know. The Supreme Court has severely curtailed the EPA's ability to regulate greenhouse gas emissions, providing... I don't know. Okay. The Supreme Court has severely curtailed the EPA's ability to regulate greenhouse gas emissions, proving once and for all that Clarence Thomas is a... I'm not going to say that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Colbert did a very similar.
No, I don't think he said that.
It seems to be what the libs are. This is the
You're
joke they're
not
making.
calling them that word.
I've seen a lot of libs this week calling Clarence Thomas that word.
You could call a lot of words. You can call him a lot of words. I don't think it's
Look,
necessary
to, me,
to call him that word.
I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny.
I don't think it's funny at all. But this is the comedy.
I'm trying to go
monologue.
broad spectrum. We're getting N-word saying lib Karens.
I'm not saying that's
We're
not
getting
even the word.
7-year-old
What the word?
Inuits. We're getting Onslow.
From Keeping Up Appearances.
Yeah.
Would be great.
We're gonna have Onslow and Lori Beth Denberg on for the first episode
The
to
sweater.
talk about her sexual assault by the Sweater Brothers.
What are their names? David and Mark.
Mark and David Sweater.
Cheryl wife.
Just balding 22-year-olds that look 37. They look like Bert and Ernie, just a fat Bert and Ernie.
They look 90. Yeah. Just awful bodies, fat upper bodies, stick twig.
Oh, we're gonna have Lori Beth
legs.
Denberg on next episode.
Yeah, David, we raped her.
David, we raped her. Oh boy.
Oh brother.
Oh boy.
Oh brother.
Well, looks like Sater's canceled at our house this week. Molly, our wife, is going to be really upset.
Mm-hmm.
Molly is morbidly obese and works in public policy, and she has a Puerto Rican boyfriend named Hector. Right now, Hector's fucking Molly, our wife. Yeah, it's great.
We love hanging out with Hector.
So yeah, that'll be
okay. The Supreme Court has severely curtailed the EPA's ability to regulate greenhouse gas emissions, proving once and for all that Clarence Thomas is a nincompoop. He's a nincompoop.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you don't have to say it. That's fine.
Yeah.
That was a little crude. That one actually should have been deleted.
I don't know if that should have made the show.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the most offensive. He's a nincompoop.
So now now that the monologue is done,
yeah,
you would walk from
this behind in front of the curtain to the desk.
We're still just in my apartment. We've moved back to my
Let's get the
apartment.
music. Let's get the music.
Oh.
All right, we got a great show for you guys. Michael Douglas is here.
Yeah. I don't know if Michael Douglas. I don't know if the guest comes out right away.
No, we say who the guest is, and then we go to the desk and we do a desk segment.
Yeah. Come down to the desk now. We're sitting down at the desk. It's all nice mahogany. There we talked about the desk, what the desk gonna look like. I was thinking the Charlie Rose set.
Yeah, really.
But
That'd
it's
be
the
good.
Adam Friedland Show. So it's just Charlie Rose, but Adam Friedland style. So the desk is maybe from like a Staples that's closing.
Yeah.
And they're giving away a desk. Maybe it's a corner desk
Severely.
in the middle of a room for some reason.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Be good for an interview show, though, actually. That's kind of how Bill Maher has it.
Yeah.
He has two sides.
Yeah.
So now we go to the desk segment. We got to go back. We return to our topic of discussion.
The topic of the discussion
are the kids okay?
Are the kids all right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, because there's going to be a lot more kids now that
The Supreme Court is saying.
how are you going to talk about kids without talking about abortion?
No, I can't.
You know, so this is what we call bailing in in showbiz.
Yeah, we bail.
So the topic of the show was, are the kids all right?
Yes.
And then we prepared nothing for it. And then this Roe v. Wade thing happens.
Yeah.
And so they're like, network comes in. They say, you got to do abortion instead.
They
said, well, we're not going to rewrite the whole episode. So we'll just pretend abortion has something to do with whether kids are all right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's kids come from abortions.
Everybody comes from abortion.
Yeah.
It's kids are
That's
the one
where
group
we
of
all
people
come
that
from.
they can't have abortions.
They can't have an abortion. Yeah. Unless they're like
Until science unprejudices itself and catches up and figures out how to get a 3-year-old pregnant.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you there's 3-year-olds out there that feel pregnant.
Who's working on that?
Yeah.
Who's working on
the
that?
Apple emoji team.
Yeah.
Everything starts with emojis.
It's true.
Yeah.
Let's get a pregnant child emoji.
Yeah.
And then that creates a groundswell of demand.
Mm.
And then from that demand, we push scientists.
Yeah.
Into
everyone has an emoji they get mad at. Conservatives mainly, they get mad at the pregnant man emoji. I'm mad at that little devil guy with the long red nose.
I don't like him.
I don't like
his vibe.
He's scary to me.
It's very scary.
He's scary. I'm scared. What if a child saw that?
What
if a 2 or 3-year-old saw that? They'd be frightened by it.
Well, the child would imprint on it and think it's their parent.
They would think it's their parent.
Yeah.
Like a penguin.
Yeah. Then they'd worship
What
that.
animals imprint?
Geese, ducks, maybe? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Remember that movie, Fly Away Home?
Yeah.
But that dumb girl that's like, Dad, can we make a giant goose?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, fuck
To get
it.
them to Canada.
What the hell am I doing? Your mom's dead.
Your mom's dead. I'm gonna teach you how to be a pilot.
Yeah, I guess we can make a giant goose to fly 12 ducks to Canada.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Do you remember that old Michael Foodie joke about imprinting ducks?
Mm-mm.
He said it's like it would never be okay to kill ducks, but ducks have imprinting. So if the ducklings were hatched and you showed them a picture of the Führer Adolf Hitler, then you would be justified in murdering those Nazis.
Because they would think it's their mom.
Yeah, they would think that's their mom.
Yeah. Not Michael's best.
I don't think it was his best, but I think that is where
honestly,
I learned.
Kind of unfair for you to even bring that up.
I just thought that's where I learned what imprinting
This
was.
sounds like one joke that he did at an open mic once.
I thought it was pretty. I don't know.
We're gonna have Michael Foodie on with more Laura Beth Denver.
We're definitely gonna have Michael Foodie on the Adam Friedland Show.
I wonder if you could imprint every animal in the world with Lori Beth Denberg as their mother and see what happens.
You know, when like you see a movie and they're like, "Don't throw the animal kingdom into chaos." You know, once you play God.
Well, if you took every animal that could be imprinted and you showed them a picture coming out of the womb, in between the mother's legs, there's a big picture of Lori Beth Denberg smiling, and you did that for 1,000 years. And then we all mass suicided. We all, like all human beings, climbed into a giant incinerator and deleted any genetic evidence of us existing. And then 1,000,000 years from now, or 1,000,000,000 years, ducks evolve, develop space travel.
Yeah.
They have some concept of God that's just Lori Beth Denver.
Right. That's their deity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, who was that?
Yeah.
You know.
That'd be a good idea, I guess.
Yeah. And then but that's probably what happened with us, and there was like some master species billions of years ago, and like the god, the long white beard or whatever, that's not just like a Eurocentric image of God. That was their Lori Beth Denver. That was like the funniest a person could look.
Right.
That was like their version of a big fat girl.
I don't know if it was the funniest. I think it was people thought she was funny for her really funny jokes.
Yeah, but that was don't didgeridoo. Yeah, she had some bangers.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking maybe, first order of business, if you get the entire animal kingdom to imprint on Lori Beth Denberg, they'd come for revenge against our head writers, the Sweater Brothers. They'd be getting raped by gorillas.
Yeah.
It'd be horrible.
Okay. So on the topic of,
we're talking about the kids.
We're talking about the kids, but on the topic of the kids, I just want to get into it. We'll get into this, and then when we run out of steam,
let's go for our deep dive.
Because there's a couple of things. There's a couple of things that people are arguing about. There's a critical race theory. Should you be teaching kids critical race theory? Still, no one knows what that is. Don't say gay, which I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
well,
they're just trying to get people to stop saying that's gay.
No, they're not. The Don't Say Gay bill is like you're not allowed to be like, a train left Dallas at 3 p.m. with 2 gay men fucking on it, traveling 60 miles per hour.
They didn't even know each other before they got on the train. Yeah. Complete strangers passing in the night.
A train with a nude man strapped to the front of it leaves St. Louis.
Yeah, and there's another train with a man's ass.
Yeah.
He's strapped the other way.
Yeah.
When will they collide?
What time?
You know how gay fellas are. You know how gay fellas are always strapping themselves.
Well, that's why we don't have trains anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what the fuck happened.
It's destroyed American infrastructure.
Everybody's like, "Oh no, it's from deregulating the airlines."
Nope.
Ruined air. No. Trans teachers. That's a thing. It's a big question. Should these teachers be trans? That's the thing people are talking about.
Are they talking about that?
I have no fucking idea, dude. I have no idea. I'm just trying to produce a show.
I know.
You think I give a shit about this? I got fired from Rachel Ray for drinking.
It's true. Dude,
that was the cushest job I could ever.
I know. That's where you met the Sweater Brothers.
I'd wake up every day, fucking noon, roll in, blasted. Do a quick line in my office, come in, say, I don't know, how about fucking food? How about we do food again?
They'd be like, you fucking nailed it.
Yeah. Then I'd go fuck the only female grip on set.
Yeah.
Strong woman.
Strong.
Yeah.
Not even interested in men most of the time.
No. Yeah. It made me feel like I was like, I snuck into a temple, like a jungle temple or something, just some forbidden space. And if I made one false move, just spears.
Yeah.
Spears coming out of the walls.
Yeah.
A giant ball chasing me down a hallway. Because I felt like any moment there would be a boulder that would just roll out of her pussy and crush me. And but now I'm here, and I'm excited to be here. And I'm excited to be here and build the Adam Friedland Show, and I'm so happy to be here with the Sweater Brothers, you guys.
We got the Sweater Brothers.
We've heard a lot about you.
They're off camera, but they're here. They got clipboards.
And we're so excited to have you, and you know, we're just
they're fucking titans.
We're really you guys. Your legend precedes you, and we're happy to have you here. The only thing that's really going on this week is this video. Let me see if this is working.
Getting your COVID vaccine, Elmo.
Oh yeah, this video of
I don't know.
we can do. It's just it's a PSA. It's not.
It's a PSA that is good,
and I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's good. I'm not going to say a fucking word about what the content of the vaccine is. And I can't wait till we have video, because this is absolutely a video I want to play. I mean, I can't get this. So there's a PSA of Elmo getting the COVID vaccine, but he's with his dad in his dad's house. And first of all, Elmo didn't need a father.
Right.
You know, Elmo was fine.
No one was like, who fucked a lady?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what?
And got Elmo.
Yeah, it was not necessary for Elmo to have a father. It's also... It's like, okay, if Elmo has a father, where the fuck has he been for 60 years?
Yeah, where has he been?
Where has he been?
He's a fucking deadbeat.
And then the way they designed Elmo's father, I mean, look at that. You couldn't find
a little pinch, but it was okay. Elmo was really glad to have Daddy and Baby David there with him.
Who the fuck is Baby David? Who's Baby David?
Yeah, he's got a little brother now.
Elmo's got this entire family. But look at his dad. I can't tell you how much I hate this fucking guy. They gave him orange hair. This guy's got two types of red hair.
Baby David is Elmo's half brother. His dad met a stripper in Panama City, Florida.
Well, listen to his voice. I'll let you drink him in for a second, and then
let's hear.
I had a lot of questions about Elmo getting the COVID vaccine.
Oh,
was it safe? Was it the right decision?
We got to have him sing our theme song
so I could make the right choice. I learned that Elmo getting vaccinated.
So he's like this fucking like Nashville loser.
Yeah.
He's got like a soul patch and a bowling shirt, and he just lives on the Reba set.
Yeah.
And he's just a father that has not been in Elmo's life until apparently, I guess, last year during the Black Lives Matter protests.
That's when they outed him.
He showed up to explain racism to Elmo.
Right, because the negative stereotype that Elmo doesn't have a father present. Right.
But look at this, just this like
George Floyd had to die for that.
No chin. I used to live with a guy that looked like Elmo's dad.
Yeah, he looks like shit.
This guy's a fucking loser.
Yeah,
dude.
he is a loser. Yeah.
Yeah,
Elmo's got much more of a pronounced chin from his mother.
The best way to keep himself, our friends, neighbors, and everyone else healthy and enjoying the things they love.
Oh, Daddy! Oh, Elmo and Baby David have a question. Can we have a hug?
Oh, come here, son.
Baby David is...
Oh, son, come here. I couldn't be more proud of you, Elmo. Yeah, I've been down here living with my music partner, Eric, for the last 25 years. Daddy, have you and Eric written any songs? Yeah, we worked on a couple of things. We got a couple of things going. Can you name one of the songs you and Eric came up with? A lot of it's just kind of a work in progress.
Yeah.
But you and Eric have been living together for 25 years.
It's not ready for the world to see it.
Yeah, well, some folks, Elmo, they have music partners, and, you know what? Why don't we do another hug, Elmo? Why don't we just have another hug real quick? Yeah, and I looked it up because I don't know why this Elmo's father pisses me off, because I stopped watching Sesame Street a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I've kind of been.
How many years ago was it?
Elmo's dad, Louie. What do you got going on? What are you doing on your phone? Are you looking up?
I'm looking up Elmo's dad.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to find the video. Sorry, I'm trying to find the video of Louie explaining to Elmo the Black Lives Matter protest.
Oh, we got to hear that.
Because they do it all over Zoom. It's like Louie,
he can't be in the same room.
He's not in the same room. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I can't come back to our family until
and that one's even
you
more,
get the vaccine.
That one's more annoying because, like, Sesame Street already did, like, race stuff, like, perfectly. They were fine. That's how Sesame Street...
yeah.
That's how Sesame Street started. You go back to the 70s, they have like Nina Simone on singing songs.
Yeah, and the
whole
show is about
like
living in the city
in
where
the
there
city,
are a lot of different kind of people.
There's like kind of class awareness, there's racial awareness.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know who the fuck took over Sesame Street, but now it's delivered like an HR meeting for it's like these are like it's very stilted. It feels like a workplace kind of instructional video. It's literally over a Zoom meeting with his estranged Cajun father, whoever the fuck this guy is. And he's
so apparently
you see what?
They replaced a mustache with a soul patch. Oh, and he has a beard. Her name is May. This is his wife.
But that's not Elmo's mother.
I guess it's his new mom.
Yeah. There's an episode of Sesame Street from the 90s where some stalker places an anonymous phone call to the young white woman and the young Hispanic man on the show who went to see a movie together. And he's like, I saw you at the movie theater and I'm disgusted.
Really?
And then they're like freaking out about it, and they have to explain it to Telly, who's an adult. But that one works a lot better because Telly is an alcoholic. He's just
Who's Telly?
Telly's just a drunk that gets fucked up off milk constantly.
You do know a lot about Sesame Street.
I told you I watched it until probably the pandemic.
You got too woke for you?
No, I didn't get too woke. I mean, I figured I outgrew it. I turned 30. I was 30 years old.
You got to grow up sometime. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they already did this shit well, but yeah, the Zoom meeting one. Sorry, I thought it'd be able. This is why we get a real producer, and they can pull stuff up immediately. Yeah, and we can go through these segments. I thought it'd be more fun to go into Elmo's dad, who really bothers me for some reason.
Yeah, they changed his appearance, including giving him a different hairstyle and facial hair changes. A goatee rather than a mustache, and a new wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
However, the older mustachioed Louis design was seen in Elmo's potty time.
Yeah. Elmo's...
Imagine the guy who's writing this. I assume it's not you.
No, it's
Muppet
not
Wiki.
Here you go.
Yes, this is she. What? What are you talking about? How dare you say so? Who is this? No, who is this anyway? What makes you think you can just call up
This
here
is also, too, back when everyone on Sesame Street was from Brooklyn.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
It had more New York flavor.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what Sesame Street was.
It used to be a New York show.
Yeah. No, Sesame Street, it's all Zoom meetings. It's for Google employees. That's who Sesame Street is for.
They took it away from us.
Yeah. That's why I stopped watching Sesame Street. It's because it's not about New York anymore. Now it's
Yeah, the main character used to be the city of New York.
Something like that. Who is...
Hello? Hello? What is your problem?
Is that Bruno Mars?
It's Bruno Mars.
What was that?
That's Telly.
Oh, that guy.
Guy said some awful things about me and Gina.
Yeah, he must have seen us playing basketball or jumping on the mattress.
What did he say? Tully, there's just some really stupid people in the world who can't stand to see it when people of different races are friends. Why not?
I have no idea, Telly, but that was one of those awful people. Because Save's skin is brown and mine is white, he thinks we shouldn't be friends. It drove him nuts just to see us having fun together.
What has color got to do with being friends?
Nothing. Nothing
Yeah,
at
see,
all. That's
like
the point.
the message here, yeah, this works a lot
That's
better.
really good.
Because it doesn't sound like you're indoctrinating a child. It's just a drunk man that forgot.
They forgot that about racism.
Yeah, I mean, Telly's just an unemployed boozer.
He's a milk addict.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, he sits at the bar all day long drinking milk.
They have a drunk on the show. That's pretty cool.
No, I mean, that's...
Skin is purple, right? And mine is pink.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was up to that nut, if we were to listen to him, you and I couldn't be friends. Just look at our block on Sesame Street. There are brown people, there are pink people, not to mention every other color, right? There are monsters, there are penguins, there are grouches.
And an 8-foot-tall yellow bird who's friends with everyone.
Right.
I wonder what that jerk thinks about that. I don't care what color anybody is.
Oh, no.
I just wish I wasn't such a fucking loser.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, poor Telly.
I know you don't. So, look, we are...
I'll be the drum. I'm fun.
Yeah, and then they got a song in there. There's no song with the new thing.
No.
There's no songs. You're not nerd. It's the. I tell you, I gotta find the other one. But the one where, and we got to move off the topic. I thought we were gonna,
No, we can keep going, dude. Pop off.
No, I can't. No more popping off.
No, we can pop off.
The Zoom meeting thing. This fucking Nashville dickhead sitting on his
Who's taking care of his
MacBook
kid?
Pro.
Yeah.
This fucking dickhead. What is he doing? Why aren't you in Elmo's life? Elmo's dad should be a guy that works for the Department of Sanitation.
That's right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Elmo, I got to keep my opinions about all this stuff to myself.
Mm-hmm.
You're a kid. You got to figure this out on your own.
We can't put this shit on YouTube.
It's not on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't. It's not on you to figure it out, Elmo. You're supposed to be outside playing with your friends, but the world got fucked up because of adults.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's not your fault.
Yeah.
That you inherited this shit.
Gotta keep it quiet before they send me to Sesame Island.
The Rock.
They sent me to Sesame Island in the middle of the Hudson.
Wow, this is really sad. There's an episode where he teaches Elmo about death. Oh, it's filmed in Queens.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well,
all right, so should we move on from Elmo's dad to our next topic of conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is the EPA something.
You want to talk about the EPA ruling in the Supreme Court?
I don't know.
I want to talk about the contest.
What contest?
Oh,
this is your idea for the show.
Yeah, for the show.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, good. Because I'm out of ideas.
Okay.
All I had was Elmo's dad.
That's fine, dude. And you popped off enough, and we hit that clip. Here's the thing, guys. Mm-hmm. As you might have noticed, we've changed the name of the show. Right? We used to be on a different podcast.
We didn't change the name of the show. This is a brand new show.
This is a brand new show.
We're using the fertile ground where Cum Town has been raised like a dried up crop.
That's right.
It's been burned to the ground. And now this fertile soil, we've set up camp.
The ashes are fertilizing the soil.
And we're sitting by the campfire, and I got the banjo out, and I'm like, did I ever tell you about this cocksucker Louie I knew in Nashville? This soul patch, 2 kinds of red hair motherfucker.
Trying to avoid his child support.
Yeah.
Sodomizing his music partner and lover.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the idea, folks. This is a new show, right? But a lot of people have reached out. They said, I'd like to throw my hat in the ring for third mic. First of all, you wouldn't be applying for third mic. I'm now first mic. Nick is super producer. You're just a third guy, right?
You're just a guest on the show.
You're just a guest on the show.
Yeah, but like in a way Conan would have like some freak, you know, like an Indian guy with autism that like unjammed the printer in the office, and he'd bring him on for every 5th sketch.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
who's probably a writer. Who's probably actually one of the Sweater Brothers in brown face. So here's the thing, folks. Here's what we're going to do. Nick and I are going to set up a voicemail box, like a Google voicemail box, and we're going to set up an email.
It looks beautiful outside right now.
It is like 95 degrees outside.
I know, but it's
so hot.
It is a heavenly evening. Look at that light, dude.
It is really gorgeous.
That's the kind of I hope someday in my life I die on an afternoon like this.
Yeah.
That I'm in a little cottage somewhere, and I look out and I take my last breath in that golden light.
Yeah.
And then I go straight to hell. With the rest of the producers. I am immediately just burning in the final circle of hell.
Just engulfed into the earth. Slamming through layers of Earth's crust. Colliding into Dante's Inferno. Anyway, here's the thing, guys. A lot of you have been reaching out saying you can do it. I don't think you can, but I'm willing to meet you halfway. So we're going to be setting up an email account. Watch this space. watch our social medias, an email account where you can send a video submission, or a voicemail where you can leave us a voicemail. We're gonna comb through them. We're gonna play a couple of them on the show. We're gonna have a little bit of our Adam Friedland Show idol, right? And maybe one of you could be very soon joining the cast of the Adam Friedland Show, whether it be as a performer or as someone that works with the Sweater Brothers in the writer's room.
Yeah, we'll set up a PBX.
Yeah. And
I love saying that.
What is a PBX?
It means phone box, I think.
A phone box.
I just always loved it whenever I heard PBX.
Now, I know a lot of you jokesters are going to take this real... You're not going to take this seriously. You're going to try to say, the 14 words, or you're going to try to...
No, that's Cum Town, folks.
That's Cum Town, folks.
You got to grow up.
It's a real fucking comedy
this is a show
show
about Sesame Street.
about the kids.
It's about... I guess it's like, yeah, so then we would have a guest on. I'm imagining it would be like... you bring on like a woman who is pregnant. We could put a camera into her pussy and see if we can get a statement from the baby.
Yeah,
because no one's ever asked.
No one's asking.
Live TV, we asked the baby, "Do you consider yourself alive?"
We send a miniature microphone and then have an ultrasound on a monitor.
Yeah,
and then we see them. We see what they have to say.
Or we could just get another baby to go in there.
Yeah, that's true. Talk to them in baby.
Yeah, babies are pussy sized, so they can go in there and then interview the other baby. Yeah. And
that's what they said that I did when I was born. I actually tried to climb back in.
They said that? Were you a breech birth?
No, I was a cesarean section.
I was a beach birth.
What
I came out, I was like, "Hear me now, I revived." Yeah.
You were like the rhythms, the island rhythms. Yeah, the rhythms of my mother's contractions.
Yeah.
Contractions.
Yeah, that was my.
I see what you're saying.
Medically, yeah, that's what they call that.
Anyway, here's the thing, folks. If any of you are good, and I'm not promising this, the winner of the contest will be flown out to New York first class on the Concorde jet and put up at the Plaza Hotel.
It's like Home Alone 2.
Just like the Home Alone 2, and you can have a 5-minute segment on the new and improved Adam Friedland Show.
Well, so with a guest, we would have to have a guest. And then let's think about it for a second. If the episode is, "Are the kids all right?" Who would you talk to? I guess I would like to call a place.
We call a place.
Call a place that does like racial sensitivity training for a child, if that exists.
Yeah. Like a kid who pops off too hard.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not surprised. Look, if you look at the tonality of the Sesame Street, everything becomes... Like, that's the thing that bothers me, is because it's not entertainment. It's not even educational. It feels like workplace instruction.
I see what you're saying.
And in like, according to the same people that clap at this shit, like, isn't all of this like emotional labor to like explain? Like, don't you consider that work? Like, you're basically making a child do work.
Right.
This is the 2020 equivalent of like making a kid go sweep up a factory in the 1800s.
Oh, yeah.
There's literally no difference.
There's zero difference.
Put a fucking song in there. Put a fucking song.
That's right.
D is for don't be racist. Right. You know, like, do something. It's not a Zoom call between Elmo and his estranged father explaining the Black Lives Matter protest. It's fucking insane.
This is what caused Nick to stop watching the show.
They ruined Sesame Street.
He lost Simpsons years ago.
Yeah.
And then a couple years ago, he lost Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
infinitely
bad for you,
better.
man.
Telly, a drunk, whatever.
Just because you guys are different colors.
It almost made me quit Hollywood. Quit show business.
But we're back. This show is kind of like our triumphant return to Hollywood. We were asked to leave and never come back. And now we're snaking our way back in.
Yeah.
And we are going to have real celebrity guests, guys, once we clear COVID protocols. Nick and I are still sick with the virus.
Yeah.
And I think we can say that without YouTube shutting us down.
I would avoid even saying the word at all for any reason, just in case.
Once we clear cat scratch fever protocols.
Now you've tied it together where you've removed the coding.
You're just going to have to beep.
Just be careful.
I'm going to be careful.
Because we already have one content strike. So if it happens again...
Then we were out for a week.
We're done for good, I think.
I think Ben said you're off for a week, and then if it happens again, you're off for good.
Okay, well, let's not start before we even done the first episode with one strike left. Let's aim for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Because then we're going to have to go to Patreon or whatever the Nazi Patreon is called.
I hate that those are the options.
Yeah.
I hate that it's either like...
Don't say.
Yeah, you can't say literally anything, or you have to say the N-word. There's no middle ground where you can just get mad at Elmo's dad.
Yeah, that's right. No, I think we have a lot of exciting stuff planned and a lot of exciting stuff in store. Sawyer just texted us to ask if a certain date will be good for.
Well, you know I'll be out of town. I'll be in
shoot,
Buffalo.
But we are going to be out of town for that, so we're going to have to reschedule him.
I will be in Buffalo July 7th through the 9th.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, folks, I'm going to be
Helium. Hold on, the Helium Comedy Club. I'll bring in Mike Recine. Come out this week. It's this week. Come out. Tell your friends. Come out. We got to sell these tickets. I've been kind of dragging ass as far as promoting these shows go. But, I got to do it. And then I thought I was going to be on the road heavy, but now I'm going to have to reshift my focus to building the Adam Friedland Show, folks. So I will be canceling. I won't be canceling anything. But I'm going to finish the touring I have. And July 7th through the 9th, Buffalo, come out. And then Chicago, the 23rd through the 26th, I'll be back at Lincoln Lodge.
Definitely go check those out, guys. And also, I will be in Seattle at the Crocodile on September 16th. Buy tickets for that. And in Portland at the legendary Mississippi Studios on September 18th. Those are both legendary grunge-style venues that I'm performing at, because that's the kind of comedy that I'm going to be bringing to the road. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, we're really excited about what we have in store. And we're excited about all the enthusiasm that we've received. So,
is there anything else we had written down? Oh yeah, that the fat black lady OnlyFans thing on the New York Post. You want to talk about that?
I don't know. I just read a headline to you. You're like, that's good.
Oh, also, this is a Patreon episode.
This is a Patreon episode.
If you're listening to it elsewhere, we're going to be making some changes to the Patreon. Patreon.com/CumTown. You're going to find these episodes.
Yes.
But we will be offering an additional tier.
This is another exciting announcement that Nick and I have in store.
Yeah, we'll be moving up the $25 tier. Mm-hmm. You now have access to the jam session.
Yes. Once a month, Nick and I will get our instruments out.
Instruments in studio, and we're having a jam session with Adam's nephew, and we'll be doing it for, we'll play about 45 minutes of music, and you'll have access to that.
And the question is...
Live Q&A.
Is my nephew...
Live Q&A. Yeah. And we'll be playing music and answering questions, and you can suggest topics and a tote bag.
Yeah, you'll be getting a New Yorker style tote bag.
There's a Sesame Street tote bag for you. There's only one. I'm getting rid of all my Sesame Street stuff out of protest, so you'll have access to that.
Yeah, so Nick's finally parting ways with that, and we're moving ahead with the Adam Friedland Show.
Yeah.
We hope you guys have enjoyed it today.
Yeah.
It's been a fun one.
I'm feeling a little bit more on the mend.
Yeah, I'm feeling better from the coronavirus.
Stop. I mean it, dude. I really don't. I don't think we said shit.
I'm sorry.
I have no idea.
We didn't say shit. You can say...
I don't even want to... I
know what you're saying.
I don't. I'm not... I'm done, man. My pop-off days are over. I'm staying on safe targets, like changes to the Sesame Street cast. I will not go any more controversial than that. I promise you.
About how Elmo's father is
he's a loser.
A loser homosexual.
He's not even a homo.
He's been lying about being in a band.
No, he's just a fucking drug addict loser.
Oh, a guy just with a roommate. Yeah. Yeah, who's been lying about getting the album out. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of beautiful in many ways.
Yeah, Telly's an old school alcoholic. Nothing romantic about it. He was a loser in school, probably autistic.
Right.
Just a guy that ended up drinking at like a bar that looks like a train station.
Fell through the cracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never knew. Doesn't even know he's balding. He's got like 4 hairs just left on his head. Doesn't know what racism is.
He has to be taught.
He's as oblivious.
About racism.
He's as oblivious to racism as he is to his own disheveled, pathetic state. And that's what's beautiful about Telly. Is that racism is just another unbeknownst ugliness in the world to him. Where you look at Telly and you think, this guy, it must suck to be him. He's a drunk. He's got no one in his life. He's at this bar sucking down milk every day, killing himself.
Yeah.
And that is ugly. But if he doesn't see that, he also doesn't see things like fucking racism or hatred in the world.
Right.
He's just a simple guy. And it shows you the humanity in somebody like Telly. And then he sings a nice song about it.
Yeah. And Telly doesn't even know you're going to die one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't even he doesn't have a concept of eternal darkness.
Well, obviously he doesn't understand that, or he wouldn't be drinking milk fucking all day long.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's a sad story, but it's important for kids to see it.
Telly's a beautiful man.
He kind of is.
Yeah.
We're going to have him as a guest on the Adam Friedland Show.
We got Telly and Lori Beth Denberg coming up on the next Adam Friedland Show. The intellectual pivot from Cum Town to Cum Town Nights.
Yeah.
The Adam Friedland Show, a.k.a. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it. Bye.
We'll see you Wednesday.